Hey, Lenore? Lenore, where's that cask of Amontillado, the good stuff from 1809?
Taste the high country. Taste the high country.
Nope, that's Coors. I know it's the banquet of beer, but that's not what I'm looking for. How about my telltale heart? I can hear it beating around here somewhere.
But I was still taking a foolish risk with my cholesterol. Anyone with high cholesterol may be at increased risk of heart attack. Diet and exercise weren't enough for me. I stopped kidding myself. I've been eating healthier, exercising more, and now I'm also taking Lipitor.
Nope, that's my cholesterol medication. What about my bust of Pallas? Have you seen that? Last time I saw it, it was above my chamber door. It's pallid?
Quiet!
That's the Skeksis Chamberlain from the Dark Crystal. You know what? Forget it. Just tell me, are the Buffalo Bills ever going to win the Super Bowl?
Quoth the raven.
Nevermore.
Yeah, that's about what I thought. A modern reimagining of the beloved Edgar Allan Poe short story. The Fall of the House of Usher details the downfall of the infamous and wealthy Usher family. Creator Mike Flanagan frames the tale from the perspective of billionaire Roderick Usher, Bruce Greenwood, the head of the Fortunato Pharmaceuticals empire, as he recounts to his foil, Assistant United States Attorney C. Auguste Dupin, Carl Lumbly, the death of each of his 6 children. What follows is a twisted tale of the modern macabre, as only Mike Flanagan can tell it. Dr. Faust, Shizuka Satomi from Light from Uncommon Stars by Raika Aoki. Johnny from The Devil Went Down to Georgia by the Charlie Daniels Band. Mike Flanagan, with each successive horror banger, Oculus, The Haunting of Hill House, Doctor Sleep, The Haunting of Bly Manor, Midnight Mass. I'm starting to wonder if, like the aforementioned fictional characters, Mike Flanagan has made his own deal with the devil. This man is such a brilliant showrunner, such a empathetic writer with dialogue that sizzles, such a precise and searing director that Flanagan's talent borders on the supernatural. With The Fall of the House of Usher, Flanagan's 5th and final collaboration with Netflix, the horror maestro goes out not just with a bang, but with the explosion of a tactical nuclear strike. On par with his previous works and in some regards better, The Fall of the House of Usher serves as scintillating social commentary that terrifies as much as it tantalizes. As he did with both Bly and Hill House, Flanagan puts a modern spin on The Fall of the House of Usher, turning the Ushers into pharmaceutical Vanderbilts and setting the story in 2023. A thinly veiled representation of the real-life Sackler family, Roderick Usher and his sister Madeline, Mary McDonnell, are the patriarch and matriarch respectively. The former is a ruthless, amoral, egotistical businessman bent on the unending pursuit of more. The latter is a ruthless, amoral, egotistical technological genius bent on the unending pursuit of general AI and immortality. Roderick's progeny are just as terrible. Freddie, Henry Thomas, is a sycophantic sadist with an inferiority complex, while Tamerlane, Samantha Sloyan, parades as a hack entrepreneur and a closet voyeur. Camille, frequent Flanagan collaborator Kate Siegel, Fortunato's cutthroat head of public relations, may be the most in line with Madeline. Tania Miller does a complete 180 from her role as Hannah Gross in Bly Manor, playing a gifted but unethical surgeon, while Rahul Kohli is a drug-addicted video game publisher. Prospero Sayuran Sapkota is the youngest and most Gen Z of the bunch, who pursues a hedonistic lifestyle while trying to develop the perfect exclusive party. The only Usher with any redeemable value is Kylie Curran's Lenore, who serves as one of the few moral and ethical people in the entire series. Thank goodness for Curran and Carl Lumbly's excellent C. Auguste Dupin, the Assistant United States Attorney General, who has a unique past with Roderick and has been trying to take down the Usher family for years. While Roderick's tragedy as it unfolds evokes some sympathy, if not empathy, he's reprehensible, and we need characters like Dupin and Lenore to root for. What makes The Fall of the House of Usher a compelling experience is the way in which Flanagan chooses to frame the narrative. It quite literally is a framed narrative. After a quick funeral scene, the show quickly transitions to Roderick Usher's gloomy, haunted childhood home, where Roderick gives his confession to Dupin. The setting is quite actually a midnight dreary, with the anchoring interview set in a room illuminated by oil lamps and a thunderstorm raging outside. Dupin and Roderick's only company is some Henri IV Dudagnon heritage cognac, and maybe the Usher patriarch's mother and sister. From there, Flanagan relays the story in flashbacks, with subsequent episodes revealing the circumstances of each Usher child's death. Indeed, every episode, with the exception of the first and concluding ones, takes its title from a Poe short story. Furthermore, each short story heavily influences the specific episode, with a tale being a modern take on a classic Poe yarn. Flanagan's miniseries is a veritable feast for Poe fans, with Easter eggs aplenty. Whether you're a fan of The City in the Sea or The Cask of Amontillado, there's something here for everyone. Some episodes work better than others, with The Mask of the Red Death and The Pit and the Pendulum being among the best. Even the weakest one, in my opinion, The Black Cat, is delightfully ghoulish and emphasizes Leo's paranoia. Hands down, the best of the bunch is the Telltale Heart, with the heart in question being a mesh device that could help control and regulate blood pressure, strokes, heart attacks, and other cardiovascular diseases. The conclusion of the episode is one of the most gruesome, heartbreaking, horrific things I've ever seen in television or film. The performances in The Fall of the House of Usher are almost universally stellar. I never thought I'd see Mary McDonnell so villainous, but her unscrupulous Madeline Usher is as chilling as her ultimate demise. Kate Siegel's sharp-tongued and quick-witted Camille had me shivering and laughing in equal measure. Tania Miller's Victorine is maybe the most dynamic of the bunch, with her lust for fame more important than her desire to help people. Of all the Usher children, she delivers the best performance. Unfortunately, Rahul Kohli's Leo Usher is severely underdeveloped and left me wanting more. Curran's performance as the kind and moral Lenore Usher was also a little flat and one note, with only occasional hints of brilliance. However, some of the other roles were mesmerizing. Michael Trucco delivers as the slimy former CEO of Fortunato, Rufus Griswold. Concurrently, Mark Hamill captivates as the stolid but dour Arthur Pym, the Usher family's attorney and fixer. Nicknamed the Pym Reaper, he stalwartly defends the indefensible, which makes his ultimate fate unexpected and refreshing. Carla Gugino absolutely slays as Verna, a seemingly immortal character that's the embodiment of death. Her relationship with the Ushers is Faustian, but also complex, as Gugino is tasked with playing multiple characters throughout the series. She's the Usher family's reckoning, and has some of the best lines, the creepiest scenes, and a particularly heart-rending moment with Lenore towards the end of the series. We don't deserve Carla Gugino and her awesomeness, but by the grace of God, and Mike Flanagan, we are blessed with her. Bruce Greenwood's performance as Roderick Usher, however, rules the day. A highly regarded character actor for decades, the Prince of Canada delivers his best performance to date. Roderick is a reprehensible monster who deserves his fate, yet Greenwood imbues him with a sense of tragedy and fatalism that's strangely endearing. His conversation with Dupin also provides some of the best scares of the entire series, with each of his 6 deceased children haunting him at some point. Flanagan is nothing if not a fan of monologues, and Greenwood gets the best of the series. A stirring, captivating diatribe on capitalism, marketing, manipulation, and lemons. Trust me, you'll understand when you see it. That had my jaw on the floor. Greenwood rises to Emmy-level great with this role. Furthermore, it wouldn't be a Mike Flanagan horror romp without some biting social commentary. Thankfully, The Fall of the House of Usher possesses it in abundance. Wealth disparity, consumerism, narcissism, the constant need for online validation, the pursuit of more at all costs, and the opioid crisis are just a few. Yet Flanagan's subtle, and not-so-subtle themes never feel pedantic or preachy, with one exception towards the end of the final episode. The one aspect that intrigued me the most was a conversation between Madeline and Roderick about how billionaires aren't just the problem when it comes to wealth disparity and poverty. We've created a society of a million hungry first world mouths that constantly crowd for entertainment, distraction, and surcease of sorrow, i.e. pain. We, the populace, are culpable as well. Usher and his ilk may peddle Ligadone, a drug stand-in for OxyContin, looking to reap the profits without counting the cost. However, the target demographic, humans, exists for a reason. We avoid examining that reason at our own peril. If you're looking for a scintillatingly spooky time to cap off your horror season and rock the Halloween holiday night, I highly suggest you check out Mike Flanagan's The Fall of the House of Usher. It's a tremendous capstone to his run on Netflix. Flanagan's such a master of this genre that when I think of the possibility of him retiring, there's only one response: nevermore. And that's why I'm giving Netflix's The Fall of the House of Usher a 9 on 10. It is excellent.